There's been a video circulating in Chicago of a black man being put in a chokehold by one of these agents, I don't know, ICE, whoever they are. And, people are condemning it, they're recording and so on and so forth, and, telling them to stop. And the typical things we see when people are getting harassed by these agents who are out there. And towards the end, one of them said something that really captured, in my mind, one of the reasons why Trump has been able to get away with so much of what him and Stephen Miller and Hexif are doing. The guy said, y'all supposed to be out here choking Mexicans. Just watch.
Hey, why y'all touching him, bro? Why y'all touching him, bro? Why you choking him, bro? Why you choking him, man? He ain't choking him. Hey, why he choking him, man? Y'all supposed to be out here choking Mexicans, bro. Right.
Y'all are supposed to be out here choking Mexicans. And one of the other people in the background said, yeah, right. That's why we're able to be where we are today. Because we stay divided. We stay caught up in, they're going to come for that group, but they're not going to come for me. I don't care about that group. And Trump knows all of this. We all talk about the Nicolle poem. First they came for the socialists, and they came for the Jews, and they came for so on and so forth. And by the time they came for me, nobody was there to have my back. Trump knows that that is America to a T. And he knows that there are enough people who don't give a damn about each other so that he can pick off one group at a time before he takes them all out. And that's what's happening right now. When you see that raid, well, some of us didn't see that raid get covered because it didn't get enough coverage. I'm in the news of that South Shore area where they took out black people and Latino people and had them in separate buses, again, fueling more hate and, toward animosity towards each other. They took them all out. One of these suburbs that are being targeted as Broadview, somebody correct me in the chat, and I start flowing, I get it wrong, but has a black female mayor as well, so another black mayor that's under attack. And there's no, and there have always been black people who have been rounded up in some of these ICE raids and are being put in those, places in Florida would have those ridiculous names that I'm not going to use here because it conjures up racist history with black people and children used as bait for alligators, but people don't want to talk about that history. So even since the beginning, there have been black people rounded up, but now it's explicit. It's explicit. It's not like, oh, they're rounding up African Americans who they thought were Haitian. They're just coming for everybody. And part of me, I believe it was Michael Fanone who asked the question of, are the people that Donald Trump pardoned, are those the guys who are actually these ICE agents now? Personally, I believe that they are. One of the things that, I'm going to do a video on this later, that Miles Taylor said on Deadline White House last week was that Donald Trump never backed the blue, he always backed the brown shirts, and now he has his own.